Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Today I'm using kind of a new team and a new strategy. There are some Pokemon that are similar from the last Snorlax Now Ego team that we used, but today I really wanted to build something around Porygon Z. So I've got a team that kind of relies on Porygon Z setting up Z-Conversion, which turns it into electric typing because I've got Thunderbolt on the first slot. It also gives it a stat increase in all its stats, and so the idea is to really set up with Porygon and then sweep with Tapu Koko and Porygon. I do have some similar Pokemon like I mentioned in Gyarados, Now Ego, and Koko, which I used on the previous team. Most likely going to be swapping out Now Ego pretty soon. There are a bunch of other things that I came up with that I wanted to try out. I'm using Scarf Now Ego, which may seem really weird, but it's basically to counter all those Scarf Chomps that are running around right now. Otherwise, Specs Koko and Life Orb Gyarados instead of the Water Rim Z1, but I've also got Focus Sash on Smeargle. Smeargle paired with Porygon Z, super solid lead option, especially with this team. And Hariyama allows me to get another Fake Out user, also gets really good offense, especially against stuff like Kartana. Has the Assault Vest, which is a pretty good item on Hariyama. Now, Hariyama is actually one of my favorite Pokemon from back in VGC 2014. If you guys followed me back then at all, or follow my teams, I had it on my World Championship team, which I ended up finishing with a 4-2 record that year. So one game from making the top 8, and then I ended up using it on a modified version of my Worlds team, where I got first at regionals and then top 4 at regionals. So I really like Hariyama. I think it's a little bit harder to use in this format, and on the team that I had Hariyama back in 2014, like, it fits so perfectly because it was Trick Room and whatnot. But enough talking, let's actually get a game here. We're gonna find Tapu JJ from Massachusetts. He's running a team of Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Garchomp, Kartana, and Mandibuzz. So Mandibuzz is a Pokemon that's been seeing a lot of usage recently. Let's see. Nile Ego. Scarf Nile Ego could actually put in a ton of work here, which is kind of funny. I do want to go with my Porygon Z option, though, and Mandibuzz could set up Tailwind, and that's my biggest concern. I'm gonna actually go Smeargle and Now Ego. Not the biggest fan of that. I like Porygon Z Now Ego, actually, yeah, with Gyarados in the back. I don't think I'm going to bring Smeargle here. I think I'm going to bring Koko. I'm just going to go full offense. Maybe I should still bring Smeargle. Let's see. Bring Hariyama as well. Hariyama might be a little bit better because there is a Kartana on my opponent's team. I've been struggling against Kartana a little bit. Hariyama, Porygon Z, Now Ego, and Koko or Gyarados. I'm gonna go Koko for the electric terrain. Yeah. So, this is just exciting. I played a couple of games earlier with this team, but modified things a little bit, and let's see how this goes. So, as always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. In addition, go check out the team analysis for the Ninetales team that I used previously on Road to Rank. That's linked in the description below. Let's see what Tapu JJ ends up bringing here. It's going to be Porygon and Hariyama from my end, so I have Fake Out Pressure, and I can try to Z-Convert right away. Going to be Koko and Mandibuzz from his end. So Now Ego actually would have been a really solid lead option. That's not too bad, though. I do get the opportunity to Fake Out. So I'll probably Fake Out Mandibuzz and just convert here. Yeah. Z-Conversion. Maybe I'll Fake Out Koko, actually. Because I don't know if I can knock him out beforehand. Yeah, I'm going to Fake Out Koko, because I do have Poison Jab. So he might get Tailwind up, which is bad, but I feel okay about my chances of stalling out Tailwind. So Koko flinches. Yep, yeah, you get the Z conversion off. I could have Thunderbolted immediately. It's likely he will just go for a Tailwind. I'm okay. Like, if he snarls me, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah, this is going to turn me into Electric type. And, yeah, he does Tailwind. So, nothing too shocking there. But I am Electric type, which means Koko does less damage now. So I have Poison Jab on this as well. On my Hariyama. I really want to just Thunderbolt and Poison Jab to try to pick up 2 knockouts immediately. I think I'm going to do that, yeah. Because right now I'm in a position where Mandibuzz doesn't offer much offense. Other than Foul Play and maybe Snarl. So I'll do this, protect next turn, and then we'll go from there. He might not be expecting Poison Jab. I've got the AV on Hariyama, the SL Vest. So this could play out very interesting, but yeah, turn 1 played out how I expected it to. I didn't want to take the risk of Coco targeting Porygon Z with a Thunderbolt and just like knocking me out, especially if he specs. So now I at least like, sure, ooh, Nature's Power. Huh. Still does an okay amount there. He's Life Orb, so I think you'll probably Snarl. Oh, he taunts, okay. Into Hariyama, which is perfectly fine because I'm Assault Vested, so I literally have to use attacking moves. So yeah, Thunderbolt just one-shots Mandibuzz, and Poison Jab should knock out Coco, so I should go up 4-2 instantly. Not sure if that's actually something I wanted. Maybe I should have attacked around, yeah, as I pick up the knockout on Coco there too. Like, maybe I actually wanted Coco to stay in the field. But I'll take that. I mean, with a 4-2 lead and with Porygon still sitting pretty bulky, like, I can definitely try to leverage this to my advantage. Kind of wish I brought Gyarados for the Intimidate in the back, but that's fine. Here's Cortana coming out next to Garchomp. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so Gyarados would have been really nice here, but not much you can do there. So I have Ice Beam Pressure. I probably want to protect here. Scarf Now Ego and Specs Coco in the back is a pretty good combination to have, though. Let's see. The thing is, he can't really knock me out. Actually, with Garchomp as the Z move, he could, so I think I should still play it safe here and protect. Yeah, I'm gonna protect, and I think I'm gonna swap Hariyama out. No, actually, I'm gonna just close combat. I don't expect to get it off, but if I just knock out Cortana, that'd be excellent. Because I think I can just close out the game with Scarf Now, Ego, and Coco, because they should just outspeed both of them, so I just need to stall out Tailwind now. So we see Leaf Blade going into Porygon, and here's the Z move. Okay, so he did have the Z move, so I could have switched out. That's okay. I think. I actually really did wish I switched out, because then I could come back in and just fake out again. Unless I survive this, which I could, because I am bulky, but Tectonic Rage does a ton. Let's see if I can survive. Oh, I actually do survive. Awesome. Okay. So Hariyama gets the close combat off. Is that sashed? Perfect. The reason why I say it's perfect is because I do have Feint. So, very happy about that. That's how I expected things to play out. But if that picked up the knockout, that could have been pretty bad. Now I can just Ice Beam and Feint. And there's nothing he can really do to stop this. Yeah. So, yep, there's the Protect. Perfectly fine. Feint will pick up that knockout, and Ice Beam will knock out Chomp. He'll probably Earthquake himself here. I mean, Earthquake, but, you know, I've got Now Ego in the back, and that just closes things out in itself with Hidden Power Ice. So, yeah, Cortana will go down there. He's just going to Earthquake. Let's see if this knocks me out. It will be super effective. I'm at +1 defense. I don't think I'll survive. Yeah, I don't. No worries. With Coco and Now Ego in the back, and with Garchomp revealing it's not Choice Scarf, I don't think he has many options up until this point. Tailwind to speed up. Yeah. So I'll bring in Now Ego, and I'll bring Coco. And ultimately, like, being able to pick up 2 knockouts in 2 turns was just huge. I'm sure he probably wasn't expecting the Poison Jab coming out from Hariyama. And Mandibuzz, basically, that's why I double attacked that turn, even though I wanted to protect. I think if he switched out into Garchomp, that could have been pretty scary. Because if you switch out into Garchomp, you still have your Mandibuzz, you only waste the turn to Tailwind, and then you have your Garchomp in next to your Cortana. But now I can just go for a Hidden Power Ice. And I do have Protect because I didn't change my set, and Dazzling Gleam. Wonder if single target Dazzling Gleam knocks out Garchomp. Either way, yep, there's Scarf Now Ego going for HP Ice, and ooh, he actually hangs on. But Dazzling Gleam here will finish up the deal. Wow, that's a pretty impressive Garchomp bulk actually, since we did see the Z move. So yeah, ultimately because I was able to stall out Tailwind perfectly, I was able to pick up the win there. But well played by my opponent. I think, you know, that's part of the reason why I wanted to use Porygon Z, because it can really sweep through a lot of teams, and Electric plus Ice is like really good coverage. It's like the infamous kind of Bolt Beam from back in the day, but Porygon Z, getting that first turn setup was huge. I'm glad I ended up choosing the Fake Out onto Coco, and given the lead positions, like I was able to just use that to my advantage. But Hariyama was also fortunate enough to survive that Tectonic Rage. I'm not sure like what the damage roll on that is, even though I'm super bulky. You know, Garchomp's also really strong, but based off the fact he took that HP Ice, actually I'm not Life Orbed, so yeah, that would explain it too. I think without Life Orb, Garchomp could actually just maybe naturally hang on from that. And that's because I am using, like, this isn't an ideal team, especially now Ego. Like I said, I wanted to actually change that for, I'm using Scarf for potential fear of Scarf Chomp, but if I had to change it, yeah, I think I'm going to switch to Light Clay Ninetales tomorrow. Maybe Scarf Lele as well. Both of those were ideas that I kind of was throwing around. But yeah, good game to my opponent there. I'm glad Porygon Z was able to kind of do what I wanted it to do. We'll see if we can pick up another win here. Otherwise, yeah, like, Hariyama was actually really good there. Having Assault Vest is huge because you can take attacks from the Tapus. Actually, Lele Psychic and their Psychic Terrain probably still knocks me out. But you never really want to bring Hariyama against the Tapu Lele anyway. And I do have other ways to beat Lele, mainly now Ego. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to lead Smeargle because, like I said, Kartana is actually a pretty big issue for my team. That's why I also want to get rid of now Ego for something else that has maybe a slightly better Kartana matchup. Not let Ninetales with Light Clay is necessarily better because you Speed Tie. Lele with HP Fire, if it's Scarfed, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know, just a lot of rambling thoughts. We're going to find a Japanese opponent for our next opponent, so let's try to pick up a win here. Also, just wanted to quickly thank you guys, because the channel passed 10 million views. We passed 10 million views, like 2 weeks ago, I think, but then, like, YouTube had their audit, and then, like, a decent amount of views disappeared. I mean, it's never been about, like, view count for me or how many people watch, but to me, it's just awesome that, like, there's been, like, 10 million views, and that's, like, 10 million views on VGC content, and hopefully it's been helpful. Trying to interact with you guys a little bit more, and just thank you for all the love you've shown. You guys are truly the best, and it makes me just so happy to be able to do this every day and have such an awesome fan base and awesome people to work with and whatnot. So, yep, some love to you guys. Thank you. Let's talk about the second game, though. My opponent's running Garchomp, Koko, Hariyama, the Lilligant, Torkoal, and the, what is that? The Xurkitree. Almost called it Mandibuzz. I didn't really consider weather when building this team. It could be bad. Could be very bad. It might actually be appropriate to bring now Ego. I really don't know how to approach this. Smeargle as a lead. I like Hariyama a little bit more though. But it is Lilligant I'm worried. Maybe I'm actually going to go now Ego and Porygon Z. Because now Ego threatens Chomp, Koko. Hold on. Oh, shoot, I am running out of time. Okay, this could be very bad. I am not very confident about my Pokemon selections, but whatever. What I wanted to say was that now Ego can one-shot a lot of... I guess Garchomp can actually hang on from the HP Ice. And I'm really scared of the Sun lead. Like, it's been a while since I've seen Sun, so I didn't, like, have surefire ways to counter it. I mean, now Ego's pretty decent against Sun, though, because it's got good special defense bulk. Hariyama Koko. Okay. Well, with this lead, you definitely just fake out now Ego. Maybe you don't, actually. Maybe just attack. Because I am Scarf, right? So I want to Scarf and Z-Convert. He could just close combat me. But what if, like, let's say he fakes out now Ego and Thunderbolts. You know what, let's play it on the safe side. I'm going to protect her. But he could close combat now Ego. But he can't afford for a Z-Conversion. He could also be worried that I'm Scarf Porygon Z and just fake out Porygon. You know what, I'm going to Sludge Bomb and Z-Convert. This is a little bit aggressive. But, oh wait, if I do get it off, I'm not normal type anymore. Oh my gosh. Almost didn't select there. Okay. Fake out. Onto now you go. He could just be Thunderbolting me though. Can I survive? Oh, no. That's not good. Darn. Yeah, I should have protected. So bad. That's why I'm worried about Koko, because that can happen. I'm gonna bring in my Koko. Actually, yeah, I'll bring in my Koko. He knows I'm Scarf because he saw me outspeed him too. So the reason why I didn't protect there because I was really fearing if I protect, he protects Koko in close combats my now Ego, then I don't get the conversion off and I'm really screwed. But that's a pretty aggressive play to make, I suppose. I'm going to double up into Hariyama this turn. He knows I'm Scarfed. Actually, who could be in the back? It's not over, but I'm really sad because this was a really good game for Porygon, and I just lost it instantly, so that's kind of my bad. I'm going to Sludge Bomb, and I want a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I'll Dazzling Gleam. For a potential Chomp switch out. Coco switches out. Chomp? Zerk, I'll take that. Can I pick up the knockout here onto Hariyama? No Protect, okay, that's good. I really need this knockout, actually. I think I should be able to. Okay. So that's actually really good. I think that puts me back into this game. Knockout onto Hariyama. Zerk is still in KO range from a Sludge Bomb, and we know he's got Coco in the back, so the fourth Pokemon basically has to come out right now. I'm hoping it's Chomp. That would be really good to see. Lilligant. Well, there's no sun, so I can just Sludge Bomb Dazzling Gleam, no? Because I'm faster. The only... He could be Scarf Zerk. He probably is. Actually, there was no reason not to Sludge Bomb Xurkitree there, I think. But even if he's Scarfed, he can't knock out Coco. Like, I think Coco just wins. This is crazy. But yeah, you could have seen, like, Porygon Z would have been so good. If I just protected turn 1, turn 2, I Sludge Bomb into Coco, which has to protect. I get the conversion off. Oh. Okay. He's probably Scarfed. That would only make sense. No, but he's not Sash low again either, so that just goes down. And I get the Beast Boost. Okay. Okay, so he is Scarfed. Oh, but he targets now Ego. Ooh, this is actually going to be... Yeah, that was a misplay by me. Like I said, he can't put me to sleep with Lilligant with Sleep Powder anyway. So now it's my Gyarados and my Specs Coco against his Coco. I don't know who's faster. I don't know what item he has either. I think Specs two-shots him. But I misplayed there. Scarf was pretty obvious. Okay. Now the question is, do I protect with Gyarados? Does he end up making a good read and Thunderbolting me? Does he have Discharge? I really want to Dragon Dance. Because he could protect right now, scouting to scout an attack out for me. I'm going to Dragon Dance here. Yeah. Because if he lets me get it off, I win the game. He just Thunderbolts. Is it into my Coco or my Gyarados? Okay, so he just makes a smart play. So, protect. I mean, I obviously could have gone for it, but hindsight's 20/20. So I'm locked into Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if this two-shots him. It's single target, am I modest? Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, okay. So he needs a crit here. Even if he crits, I don't think he wins. So I think, wow, managed to pull that one back. Yep. Please don't crit. Nice. Well, I think he would have been really close. But Gleam won't be able to finish up the deal here. Okay, nice. So now Ego was actually really good there. I kind of misplayed, but due to the nature of my opponent's really offensive team, was able still to pull the comeback there. Dazzling Gleam ended up definitely being the right call with my Coco there because I got that free damage off onto my opponent's Xurkitree and it was in KO range. It's part of the reason why I'm using Specs, or yeah, Specs on Coco, because Xurkitree is, not Xurkitree, just in general, like, Coco doesn't hit that hard, so if you put the Choice Specs on, I mean, it's obviously, like, the same from the previous team. Now Ego actually put in a lot of work, though. Like, I was debating replacing it. I might still. And I'm sad because I wanted to feature Porygon Z a little bit better in that second game. It just kind of got blown out immediately. But, I mean, yeah, hindsight's 20/20, and I guess I'm reflecting on that last game. Once again, if I protect Porygon Z and I Sludge Bomb into the Coco, then he just knocks out my now Ego. Then the next turn, I have to bring in my Coco. I've already protected with Porygon, so you can Thunderbolt safely into that slot, and the game just snowballs way too much from that point. So I don't know. In the best of one setting, like, I don't regret the play that I made. It's just frustrating because it was like what I was predicting my opponent to do, but for example, if I were in my opponent's shoes, I would have considered close combating now Ego, and I'm sure maybe my opponent considered that as well. He knew how big of a threat Porygon Z was, so yeah, I could have played out very differently because if I do get the conversion off, Then I think Hariyama definitely faints from Thunderbolt because it's under electric terrain, and that's just immediately a knockout. Once I get that conversion off, I also outspeed the Xurkitree, and I outspeed the what's it called, the Logan in the back, so I can just like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt away from everything. But even though Porygon Z, it fainted instantly, it actually helped me because I got the free switch into my Coco, and Scarf Now Ego there was actually really big too because it applied so much pressure immediately from the start, which was very good. So that basically forced my opponent to switch out, got the Dazzling Gleam off. I did misplay slightly. I guess, like, I was worried if he had Discharge instead of Thunderbolt, because if he's discharging, and in retrospect, actually, I think it would have been better to just protect with Gyarados because electric terrain is running out soon. So my opponent is probably, like, if, for example, if he specs, he has to use Discharge. And if he discharges, then, electric terrain runs out, and then I have the upper hand. I just need 2 Dazzling Gleams to win that game. And a Discharge knocking out Gyarados could potentially put me in single target KO range. So that was actually a misplay on my end. Like, reflecting, I think the best place to just protect Gyarados and Dazzling Gleam, because I know electric terrain is running out, and my opponent can't win by using single target attacks like Thunderbolt. So that was the one way I could have lost. So kind of wish I thought about that a little bit better. Hindsight's 20/20. Like, even though I won, still didn't make the best play possible. So that's me reflecting on it. But yeah, pretty happy that we did end up picking up 2 wins with our first games with this team. We're in the 1800s now, so we're gonna get matched up against some pretty good opponents as well. So it's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.